Britt Baker fans, I got an update for you in this video. You're going to want to hear what she just said recently. Britt Baker, where have you been, Britt Baker? That is the question that I have on my mind. That is the question that you have on your mind, because Britt Baker, well, she's looking forward to returning. She's looking forward to stepping back inside the squared circle and competing in an AEW ring on television once again, because she has not wrestled since September of 2023 when she put over Chris Statlander in a AEW TBS title bout. Think about that. Think about what has gone on during that time period, what has transpired in that time period, because Britt Baker for years and years was the face of the AEW's women's division. Some could argue that she was the greatest AEW women's champion thus far in company history. She helped them get through the pandemic at a time where there was not a lot of super over acts in AEW during a pandemic era. Yes, you had your top stars and such, but really, Britt Baker helped carry the company. She was one of the pillars. She is one of the pillars. She's alongside Darby Allin and MJF and others that have put AEW on the map, especially as young talent, and especially those three names in general. They are homegrown talent from AEW. They are talent that not everybody knew about before AEW launched in 2019. But once the company was launched, they helped put AEW on the map, and they put their names on the map as household names. And Britt Baker, she not only carried the promotion, but she carried that women's division for so long, right? Off and on, off and on. During this time period, she had a very memorable feud with Thunder Rosa, most notably in 2021 on the St. Patrick's Day episode of Dynamite, when they had their lights out match, one of the most violent and bloody matches in not only women's history or women's wrestling history, but wrestling history in general. That feud was so epic. And then she kind of falls off in 2022. And then she fell off a freaking cliff in 2023, to the point where she even criticized AEW. She criticized Tony Khan for the lack of promo time. She is not only just one of the best talkers in the AEW women's division, she is not just one of the best talkers in the entire company of AEW, but she is one of the best talkers in wrestling right now, and has been for the last few years. But yet they just didn't use her for most of that time. Now, it was reported in 2023 that she was dealing with a nagging injury, which probably explains why she was taken off of television, why she wasn't used for months, why we have not seen her wrestle since September 2023. But it's March of 2024, people. Where is our Britt Baker? Why isn't she wrestling? That's questions I don't have an answer for. I really don't. But I do have an update from Britt Baker herself, because she, alongside AEW President Tony Khan and Bryan Danielson, well, they were on the SXSW panel, and she was asked whether or not she had big plans for 2024. This is what she had to say. Yeah, I do. Just growing as a wrestler and performer and learning what works and what doesn't, with all the new talent coming in and new talent I get to work with and new coaches and new people coming over from WB, new brains and minds we get to pick. You're really doing yourself a huge disservice if you're not constantly asking everyone around you for help. The help in AEW is growing and growing for me personally. I can't wait to get back in the ring, have a mic in my hand, and cut some promos. Stay tuned. Then, on this same panel, Tony Khan, he threw out a little teaser saying, you never know when Britt Baker's going to return. You never know when Britt Baker's going to show up on AEW television, whether that be Dynamite, Rampage, or Collision. So that's the good news. We still don't know when she's going to return to the ring. We still don't know when she's going to return to AEW television. However, the fact that Baker has put her name out there and she's made that tease, the fact that Tony Khan, who oversees AEW Creative, obviously, has put her name out there and teased that she could be returning soon. That's all good signs. If you look at the current state of the AEW women's division in 2023, well, it took a major hit. It really did. You don't have Britt Baker, you didn't have Thunder Rosa, you didn't have Serena Deeb, you didn't have Jamie Hayter. Well, some of those names have started to come back because Toni Storm really had to carry the women's division in AEW for the majority of 2023. Now, Jamie Hayter did the heavy lifting in the front half of the year, but Toni Storm and her timeless Toni character, which has really been entertaining. Her matches suck, but her promos are epic. Her promos are must-see television. Hey, that sounds familiar. That sounds like Britt Baker. Ain't that funny? Now, in 2024, AEW, Tony Khan, well, they reinvented the women's division. How'd they do so? Well, they got back Thunder Rosa, who was injured. They brought back Serena Deeb. They brought in Deonna Purrazzo. They should be getting back Britt Baker. They should be getting back Jamie Hayter in 2024. So while there have been, yes, a lot of negatives, not only in AEW's women's division, but in AEW in general, there's a lot of positives in 2024. We're going to get MJF back eventually in 2024, the biggest highlight in AEW recent history, right? They're trying to get a new TV deal done with Warner Bros. Discovery. I think that'll get done. It seems like they rebranded Dynamite. They rebranded their product. They're bringing in Mercedes Moné. There's another element of improving the AEW women's division. There's another element of improving the company roster, which is loaded, I get. There is a lot of positives with AEW. And if we can get Britt Baker back, which I expect we will sometime this year, the matches in which she can have with all of these different talent, all of this talent that she's either worked with in the past, or all of this talent that is already in there, whether it be Deonna Purrazzo or Mercedes Moné, which is a dream match of hers, whether it's sharing the ring with new talent that they bring in additionally, because look, we're only in the third month of March. A lot can change from here through January, right? So a lot of interesting things are going on in AEW, and hopefully we can get Britt Baker back. Let me know, what do you think? What do you think? Who do you think Britt Baker will feud with when she returns to AEW television? Let me know down in the comments area below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more wrestling content. Please hit that notification bell to be notified anytime we upload new content to the channel. Like and subscribe or comment, whichever you prefer. And I will see y'all in the next video.